teacher in mathematics. Learning mathematics is fun. It is not as difficult as you think. In this lesson, I will help you explore the world of mathematical concepts in relation to our everyday life. You'll be able to learn in this lesson on how to construct a pie graph. But before that, let us have a drill on multiplication. Are you ready? Okay, so answer as fast as you can. Did you enjoy the multiplication? So who got correct answer? The perfect score. Okay, very good. 5 claps for those who got the perfect score. Okay, let us now proceed to our next lesson. Now, please be reminded of our classroom rules. Be prepared for class. Respect and listen to the teacher. Raise your hand to speak. Be quiet when classmates are talking. Listen respectfully and actively. And last but not the least, share new ideas. Now, class, do you still remember our lesson about the rate, base, and percentage? Let me see if you still know how to get the rate if the base and percentage are given. So let us find the rate or percent. How do you find the rate or percent when the base and percentage are given? Answer: use the formula in finding the rate. That is R equals percentage divided by base, or R equals P divided by B times 100, then affix the percent sign. Next, 7 is what percent of 35? Answer: 20%. Then number 3, 72 is what percent of 144? Okay, 50%. And number 4, blank percent of 45 is 9. The answer is, okay, 20%. And number 5, 25 is what percent of 100? Let me see if you know the answer. Okay, 25%. Oh, who got 5? Okay, very good. Now, let us have a new lesson. Our new lesson is about a pie graph. Pie graphs are used to show the percentage of a quantity in each of the several categories. It can also be used to easily visualize the ratio of one category to another. To construct or draw a pie graph based on the given set of data, we need to get the equivalent rate or percent of collected data and their angle measures. So, pie graphs. This pie graph is one of the graphs that we are used in presenting the given data. Others are the following. But before that, let us fill in the boxes with the corresponding letters. So we have here different types of charts or graph. The first one is, it is a graph represented by spaced rectangular bars that describe the data points in a set of data. You see the sample? Okay, so what is your answer? graph represented by spaced rectangular bars? It is, okay, a bar graph. Let me see if your answer is correct. Okay, very good. Next, number 2. It is represented by a group of data points joined together by a straight line. So they are using line. Each of these data points describes the relationship between the horizontal and the vertical axis on the graph. So this is the vertical axis and this is the horizontal axis. So look at this line. So what do you call this graph? It is a line graph. Let me see if your answer is correct. Okay, next. This graph uses pictures or icons to visualize a small data set of discrete data. The icon represents a predefined unit and describes the frequency of the variables in the data set. It is composed of pictures, so it is a pictograph. Next, it is a circular graph used to illustrate numerical proportions in a data set. This graph usually divided into various sectors, where each sector represents the proportion of particular numerical element in the set. So, this graph is called pie graph. And this kind of graph is our lesson for today. So, do you understand the different kinds of graphs? Okay. Okay, now, let me present to you our new lesson. Look at this picture. Okay, so say something about the picture. Can you share your classmates some ideas or thoughts on this divided pizza? Okay, very good. So let me show you now a problem about this pizza. Joey was helping his mother in their Pizza Ella store, a newly opened store near the school. He asked 40 customers about their favorite pizza flavor. By the way, what is your favorite pizza flavor? Okay, so you want Hawaiian pizza. The others are pepperoni, mushroom. Okay, so this table shows the result of Joey's survey. So again, the table shows the pizza flavors and the number of votes. The Hawaiian pizza for 20 votes, ham and cheese pizza for 8 votes, pepperoni pizza for 2 votes, mushroom and pepper for 2, and meat pizza for 8. So, for the total of 40 customers or 40 votes. Okay, let us answer the following questions. Who helped mother in the store? Yes, it's Joey. How many customers were asked about their favorite flavor? 40 customers. Next, what flavor was chosen by most of the customers? Okay, very good. What flavor got the lowest number of votes from the customer? Yes. If you were Joey, will you help your family earn a living? Yes, of course. Why? Okay, so to help your mother, you will help them earn money. Should you help your mother at home after doing your modules? Yeah, very good. How can you help your mother in this time of pandemic? Yes. So, Joey would like to present his survey in a circle graph or a pie graph. Let us help him to do it. So again, this is his table. So we have the pizza flavors and the votes. So let us now. So Joey would like to present the survey in a circle graph or a pie graph. Let us help him to do it. Okay, again, the table shows the pizza flavors and the votes from the 40 customers. Again, before we start, pie graphs are used to show the percentage of a quantity in each of the several categories. It can also be used to easily visualize the ratio of one category to another. To construct a pie graph based on the given set of data, we need to follow the following steps. What are these steps? So, to draw a pie graph, find the percent and angle measure for each section. So you have to compute for this rate and then the angle measure using the degrees because one whole pie is equivalent or one circle is equivalent to 360 degrees or 100%. Next one is draw a circle using a compass. Third, use a protractor to draw its angle measures. Then label its section. And number 4, write a title for the graph. So again, these are the 4 steps in drawing a pie graph. But we will study this one by one. Okay? So the first one is find the percent and angle measure for each section. So let us find the percent or the rate and then the angle measure. So for each vote, we have letter A, 20. So divide it by 40 because 40 is the total number of customers. So 20 divided by 40 equals 0.5 or 5/10. Then multiply it by 100 to get 50 or 50%. The next one is both. We have the R equals percentage divided by base. So for letter A, 20, the number of votes divided by 40, the total customers equals 0.5 or 5/10 times 100 equals 50. Then affix the percent sign. So it will become 50%. Same with letter B. 8 divided by 40, again, 8, the number of votes, 40, the total number of customers. So 8 is the percentage and 40 is the base. So 8 divided by 40 equals 2/10 or 0.2 times 100 equals 20. Then affix the percent sign. So it will become 20%. Next, letter C. 2, again, 2 is the number of votes. Then 40, total number of customers. So 2 divided by 40 is 0.05 times 100 equals 5. Affix the percent sign. So it will become 5%. Same with letter D. 2 divided by 40. Then 0.05 times 100 equals 5. Affix the percent sign. So we have the 5%. And with the letter E, 8 divided by 40 equals 2/10 or 0.2 for short times 100 equals 20. Affix the percent sign. So we have the 20%. Okay, next, find the angle measure. Finding the angle measure, same process, use multiplication, 50%, the rate that we got a while ago. So 50% of 360 means 0.50 times 360 degrees. Next, 20% of 360 equals 0.20 times 360. I will show you first the multiplication process. Then letter C, 5%, 0.05 times 360 degrees. Then letter D, 0.05 times 360, and letter E, 0.20 times 360. So, for letter A, 0.50 times 360, we have 180 degrees. Letter B, 0.20 or times 360 is 72 degrees. Then letter C and letter D, 18 degrees. And letter E, 0.20 times 360 degrees is the same with letter B, 72 degrees. Now, we have the rate and the angle measure for its both. So, let us now organize the data. So, this is now our organized table ready for constructing a pie graph. So for Hawaiian Pizza, we have 20 volts equivalent to 50%, and then the angle measure is 180 degrees. Ham and cheese, 8 volts equivalent to 20%, which is 72 degrees. Then the pepperoni, 2 volts for 5% and 18 degrees. The mushroom and pepper, 2 volts equivalent to 5%, and then angle measure is 18 degrees. Then we have the meat pizza, 8 volts equivalent to 20%, which is 72 degrees in angle measure. So as you can see, the volts, we have the total 40 for 40 customers. Then the percent, the total of 100, 50, 20, then plus 10, 80, plus 20, so total of 100%. And then the angle measure for the total of 360 degrees. So ready now. We're ready for constructing a pie.
So let us now draw a circle. Get ready with your compass, your ruler and protractor, and also your pencil. So first step is draw a circle using a compass. Draw a dot at the center of the circle. Use a ruler to draw the radius of the circle. The radius is the line from the center up to the edge of the circle. Radius is 1/2 of its diameter. Use a protractor to draw its angle measures, then label its section. Place your protractor at the center of the circle so that the 0-degree line matches up with the radius. Draw the first slice by marking a dot at the appropriate angle. Draw line from this point to the circle. The first slice of our pie graph measures 180 degrees. So always remember that this 180 degrees is just half of the whole pie because the whole pie measures 360 degrees. To do the rest of the slices, rotate your protractor so that the 0 line matches up with your new line. Continue doing this until you have completed your pie chart. The next slice of the pie graph measures 72 degrees. The next slice of the pie graph measures 18 degrees. Then the other slice again measures 18 degrees. So the remaining slice will be allocated for the last slice of the pie graph, which measures 72 degrees. And that's the step on making a pie graph. Okay, so let us have our activity. So Mrs. Porino asked 50 grade 6 pupils if they use the internet during weekends and how many hours they spend in using it. The results are as follows. So we have here a table for the number of hours using internet: 0 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, and then 10 hours or more. Then we have the number of pupils or our respondents, grade 6 pupils. And then we have the percent and angle measure. For 0 to 3 hours, we have 15 pupils. So 15 pupils using internet for 0 to 3 hours during weekends. Then 4 to 6 hours ay 20, then 10, then 5, then 50. Total of 50. So, analyze the table, then answer the following questions. So, you can go back to the table to answer the following questions. Okay? Are you done? So now, after answering these questions, you can now go to the completing the table. So, let us have our activity 2. Read and analyze the problem. Study the results of the survey, then solve for the percent and angle measure. Organize your data in the table and construct your pie graph. So, to summarize our lesson, pie graphs are used to show the percentage of a quantity in each of the several categories. It can also be used to easily visualize the ratio of one category to another. Then, to draw a pie graph, follow the following steps. Find the percent and angle measure for each section. Draw a circle using a compass. Use a protractor to draw its angle measures. Then, label each section. And last, write a title for the graph.
How do you find the lesson? Is it true that mathematics is fun? So for your insights or reflection, write your insights on this page. I understand that and I realize that. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.